What's going on, guys? Not too terrible out here today. It's kind of cloudy, but see, it's 40 degrees. Things been going on here. Working on a little bit of everything, I guess. Made some cut out some box tubing, brought it out here to kind of get an idea what I want to do with it before I go and drill it and stuff. But I gotta take off these corners right here and drill some holes in it, and they'll go down in here. And this frame is tacked in, so it's where it's going to be. And I'm thinking for top mounts, I'm actually thinking about putting like a piece of C-channel across here, you know, facing like down like this, putting some cross members in that bolts to these top shocks, top of the shocks, and then probably bridge across, you know, the C-channel to here, kind of give it more strength. I'm kind of looking at, you know, I've had thoughts that maybe this here might not be heavy enough. But then you could kind of figure the fact that, well, this right here was the original shock mount, you know, so if it was heavy enough to hook to here, is heavy enough to hook to here somewhere. So maybe, I'll have to think about it a little bit more, but I don't think it really needs anything super heavy, you know, considering that that was good enough. Some other things, tore apart that duct tape seat, and it kind of gives you an idea of what I'm looking at here. I don't know if I really need this seat, but I'll put it up. Got one here, it's really nice shape. But mentioned it before a long time ago, but I fill in these bad spots with dryer lint, because dryer lint, you can like pack it and form it and get it so it's, you know, straight across right here, and then, like, you know, like maybe put a little bit of duct tape across it just to hold everything in place. And then a lot of other people use things like padding or like carpet padding. The only thing I don't like about it is you end up with like humps, you know, where it transitions from one place to another. You can't ever get it to really, like, you know, make it nice and smooth. And then other things, cleaned up this stinking mess that was in here. Tore apart that 300EX and mounted it on the wall, and then here's all the parts that I got cleaned up and painted and checked bearings and, you know, things like that hanging on the wall, so it's just easier to keep an inventory of and keep it from getting tore up before it gets put on something. And this little 90 bike, this little Chinese 90cc, had little tires all the way around, and, you know, you take it out in the mud, it just take it out in the yard, it would just go nowhere because it just had no traction. So I put these, they're 18-inch tires, I think, and you see they had like a 3-bolt pattern thing going, and kind of drilled out the wheels so they'll fit. I tried just changing out the hubs, but they had a spline that didn't match anything I had. And you see, here's how I came up with, you know, drilling it out. One wheel is perfect, and another one is a little offset, so it's not terrible, but it works. And then I tightened up the tie rods, was like almost falling off of it. The only thing holding them on was like the little keys. Tightened them up, put new keys in, and working on, let's see, can't find it. I cut out, so I'm going to replace this frame with the other one, and I want to put this bumper on that 300EX frame that's on the wall. And talked about another video about cutting that VIN plate off, you know, the top mount is for the bumper, and more than one reason. The bolts are broke off in it, so it's kind of, you just can't get them out unless I was like try to drill it or something. It usually don't work out too well. And this bumper here has a wider, quite a bit wider mounting point at the top. The bottom's the same as the 300EX, but the top's wider. That's a 400EX bumper. So I cut this one off here, mainly, you know, to gain the threaded ends. I could try to easily make something, but this frame's pretty much going to be junk anyways. So I just cut that off, and I can weld it into that 300 frame. So that's off of that. Let's see. I see I've been cleaning in there and organizing the tires. I need to go through them because some of them leak, some of them don't. Most four-wheeler tires leak, you know, but you know, at least if you can air it up, it stays up for the weekend or something like that. It's good enough for me. But you know, if you air them up and they go flat right away, it's just not gonna work. But yeah, it's kind of going around. I needed to clean up and kind of get a start over with, you know, things, because you know I got like 3 or 4 wrenches of the same type, and same with sockets and things, and it was just getting to where I couldn't even find one of 3 to work on, you know, take a bolt off or something. So it's kind of due for a go around in here and just gather everything up, put it away, you know, just to get it back out some other time. But hope I'm not boring you guys to death. It's just more of a video, you know, kind of get to know the place, get to know me a little bit, you know. But I guess I'll catch you guys later.